This is 5 pounds. Lose this on the scale this month, Perrin, and there's a massive chance you're gonna look significantly worse naked.
I starved myself. I ran for hours. The scale goes down. I'm leaner now. Why is my belly exactly the same size?
You're just a smaller, softer, weaker version of yourself. You cannot starve your way out of being skinny fat, but you absolutely can build your way out.
Most men think, if I just lose 10 more pounds, the gut will finally disappear. So they do endless cardio. They suffer.
Skinny fat is not a weight problem, it is a body composition problem. There's a massive difference, and understanding it is what separates the men who fix this from the men who don't. Today I'm going to show you the biology of why this happens, give you 8 exercises where the expanded Big 8 ACEs with complete form breakdowns, and a full program you can start tonight.
You look in the mirror, see the belly, and think, I have too much fat. You may not have as much fat as you think. The bigger issue is that you don't have enough muscle underneath it. Think of a wet blanket draped over a hanger.
Body fat is your emergency survival battery, cheap to keep. Too much cardio and not enough lifting? Your body has zero reason to keep muscle, so it burns it.
You drop weight on the scale, but you burned away the tiny amount of muscle you had. The gut barely moved. You are literally cannibalizing your own frame and calling it progress.
You have to completely flip the biological signal. You need to tell your central nervous system, we need armor. The way you do that is through heavy mechanical tension.
When you load a muscle under heavy tension, it is forced to build the scaffolding underneath the skin. As that muscle grows, it physically pushes outward, stretching your skin tight.
And it raises your resting metabolic rate. More muscle means you burn more calories just sitting on the couch watching TV. You become a furnace instead of a storage unit.
You cannot do this with bouncy bicep curls and sit-ups. You need exercises that create massive mechanical tension across the largest muscles in your body. You need the Big 8. The worst part of skinny fat is how a t-shirt clings to your stomach. To fix this, we have to build a shelf. Movement 1, the heavy incline press.
A flat chest makes a soft stomach look 10 times bigger. Build the upper pectoral, it creates a shelf. Fabric drapes from your chest, hides your midsection. Set the bench at 30 degrees. That's not 45, not flat. 30 degrees hits the upper pec without shifting the load to your front delts. Use dumbbells or a barbell, both work.
Lower the weight until you feel a deep stretch across the upper chest. Don't stop halfway, touch your chest with the bar. Full range of motion is what builds the shelf, not ego weight. If the upper chest hides the belly from the front, the vertical pull hides it from the back and sides. Movement 2, pull-ups or heavy lat pull-downs. The V-taper is the ultimate aesthetic. A wide back makes your waist look smaller. Here's how to build it. 90% of men yank with their arms and shrug into their ears, Beau. That's a bicep workout. Before you bend your elbows, pull your shoulder blades DOWN and lift your chest toward the bar. Now drive your elbows straight down into your back pockets, Hugh. Think of trying to touch your elbows to your hip bones. Hold the contracted position 1 full second at the bottom.
Movement 3, the hip hinge prime, specifically the Romanian deadlift. Most skinny fat men actively avoid this one. That is a kites. Skinny fat men have terrible posture from sitting all day. Shoulders round, lower back arches, pelvis tilts forward.
Stand with the bar or dumbbells in front of you.
Chest stays up, back perfectly flat. You'll feel a massive tearing stretch in the back of your legs. That's the posterior chain loading.
This movement physically drags your skeleton back into correct alignment. It corrects pelvic tilt.
You cannot build an elite upper body on chicken legs. Movement 4, the deep squat. 4, barbell back squat, goblet squat, or Bulgarian split squat if you're training at home.
The quads and glutes are the largest muscle groups in your body. Training them heavily demands a massive caloric cost to recover now. Building legs, turn. Set your feet shoulder width, toes out 15-30 degrees. Brace your core like you're about to take lunch. Take it deep. Push your knees as far forward over your toes as your mobility allows. Pause at the very bottom. Hold 1 full second. Force the muscle fibers to stretch under load. Drive the floor away from you. Just don't think about lifting up. Think about pushing the earth down. Movement 5, the heavy farmer's walk. This is a core builder most men have never properly tried. Grab 2 brutally heavy dumbbells or kettlebells. Stand perfectly tall, shoulders pinned back and down, chin level.
Brace your stomach like you're about to get punched. Now walk. Gravity is trying to crush your spine.
Your obliques, deep transverse abdominis, and forearms are firing. It strips away the soft midsection and builds a core like a slab of iron. Movement 6, the overhead press, dumbbell, barbell, or pike push-up at home. Broad shoulders are the second half of the V-taper. You cannot fake wide shoulders, you have to build them. Wide shoulders sitting on top of a narrowed waist way. That is the visual illusion. The OHP builds that width from both front and side.
At the top, shrug your traps upward down. This is called shoulder elevation, and it builds the upper trap, which adds to that armor-plated, thick-necked look.
For the pike push-up, hands shoulder width on the floor, hips high in an inverted V. Lower the top of your head toward the floor.
The chest-supported row is key for your middle back. It's often neglected in a skinny fat physique, yet it's the first thing people notice. Lie face down on a 30-degree incline bench. Let the dumbbells hang straight down. Retract your shoulder blades first. Then row the dumbbells toward your lower rib cage, not your armpit. Hold the contraction 1 full second at the top. Squeeze your shoulder blades together like you're trying to crack a walnut between them. Lower slowly, ham. 3 full seconds on the way down.
Now before Move 8 try, I want to give you one thing that most fitness videos completely skip. A common mistake that erases all the progress from these 7 movements. Stay with me.
The mistake, doing these exercises without controlling your ego. If you're grinding out reps with your whole body swinging.
The rule, pick a weight where the last 2 reps of every set are hard. Genuinely hard, but your form is still perfect. Movement 8, cable face pull or band pull apart. This is the secret weapon. Nobody talks about it. Everybody who looks good is quietly